Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Another great episode of Tommy Maroon Sports Show. 5 topics as usual. We'll see what we could do. Of course, it's going to be fast, going to be quick, going to be fun, going to be exciting, going to be everything great. And it starts right here with the NASCAR. What else other than the great sport of NASCAR with the postseasons going on? And we've narrowed it down to 12 people. And would you look at this wreck right here that happens? Bubba hits the wall, goes right into Ryan Blaney. Matt Kenseth is going to go spinning as a result. And Austin Dillon gets taken out as well. Oh, that was a mean wreck out there at the beautiful super speedway, not just a speedway, super speedway of Talladegers in Alabamers. Yellowwood 500, Denny Hamlin won it and advances to the round of 8. Chris Buescher won stage 1. Martin Truex Jr. took home stage 2. But how about Chris Buescher? Of course, Eric Almirola and Alex Bowman's race ended early in a crash. And another big crash happened in lap 109 this race. And this, by the way, was the 3rd overtime of the contest. Of course, that really hurt the morale of Austin Dillon, who got involved in the wreck of Talladega. Talladega's just ruining me. Of course, you saw Bubba, Austin Dillon, Matt Kenseth get into that big wreck. Of course, it was just an eventful and chaotic race. Next race will be at the Bank of America Roval 400. It will be a road course in 109 laps. Part of it will be a super speedway, or will be part of the speedway, and the other part's the road course. But yes, so much excitement going on right there. We're advancing to the round of 8, and so that means after this race, the field shrinks from 12 to 8. But anyways, try and check who's going to be driving the number 48 car. I believe it will be Eric Jones who will be driving number 48 next year for Jimmy Johnson. I believe so, but that's been a good rumor anyways. Of course, because Eric Jones after this will be done with. Of course, next year, Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan, the NBA legend, they have teamed up to give Bubba his own team, who will be leaving Richard Petty Motorsports this season. So who will be driving the famed number 43 car next year? I don't know. Can't wait for it. You know we're going to have it covered because that's what the Tommy Maroon Sports Show is so excited about. And, of course, why not? MLB wildcard rounds looking like this. Yeah, the Indians-Yankees. Oh, man, that's not good. Indians lost. Indians got swept 2-0. Brad Hand, what are you doing out there? Absolutely lousing up. That's what he did. We got swept, of course, 2-0. Shane Bieber got lit up like a Christmas tree in Game 1. 7 runs, which is the most he's allowed this entire season. And Brad Hand blew the save right here, of course. Such a shame. 2 outs away from winning and forcing a Game 3, and then this happened. It all fell apart. 0-2 pitch right here. Brad Hand just couldn't get it. The runner darts home to score. And now that means the Indians have gone 73 years without winning a World Series. Back when people were watching Dumont to see if the Indians won. Absolutely crazy and absolutely disappointing to see the Indians absolutely louse up there. Quite a shame. Rays against the Blue Jays. Rays won both games. Blake Snow had 5 no-hit innings to start off Game 1. And the Rays scored 6 runs. It was 6 runs, in the second inning of the second game, which is absolutely crazy. That was at the Trop. And it was A's against the White Sox at the Oakland Mausoleum, or Coliseum, of course, affectionately known as the Mausoleum there, of course. Oakland won the series in 3 games. Chris Davis hit a home run in Game 2. And the A's came back from a 3-run deficit to win Game 3 to advance to win their first playoff series since 2006 when they swept Minnesota. Speaking of Minnesota, the Twins against the Sign Stealers. And the Sign Stealers had to win, and it just puts everyone in agony. They scored 3 runs in Game 1, or 3 runs in the 9th inning of Game 1. Carlos Correa hit a go-ahead home run in Game 2. And the Twins, or in the words of one of my favorite YouTubers, Urinating Tree, the Tins, haven't won a playoff game since 2004. I would play some of his videos, but I don't think that they are appropriate for here, but still, the Twins, or as he calls them, the Tins, just like the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz, they're lacking. What are they lacking again? I don't know. Whatever the industry was lacking back then. Because as we all know, the Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz was supposed, he was looking for a heart, by the way, looking it up online. But anyways, the Tin Man, as we all know, represented industry back in the late 1800s in The Wizard of Oz, because The Wizard of Oz is actually just a political story about late 1800s America and not really a children's story, even though it kind of is. Of course, all we're missing is someone in baseball to represent farming and another one to represent William Jennings Bryan, and we'll be good. Thank you, APUS. Padres, Cardinals, time to go to the National League. Padres won. Slam Diego on fire in 3 games. They came back from a 4-run deficit in Game 2 for Alan Tatis Jr. Bat flip for a big home run. And not to mention, the Padres used 9 pitchers to shut out the Cardinals in Game 3. 9 pitchers. Holy cow. Dodgers against the Brewers. The Dodgers won. What a surprise. And they had 2 bases with walks in the first inning, Game 1. And Mookie Betts had 2 RBIs in Game 2. Cubs against the Marlins. The Marlins won. What? The Marlins won. 2-0 against the Cubs. Oh, Cubs, I hate the Cubs. Miami scored 5 runs in the 7th inning, Game 1. And Garrett Cooper hit a home run to win Game 2, even though this is a typo because it says Game 3. That's not right. But you know what is right? Braves against the Reds. Now the Braves won that series 2-0. Trevor Bauer in Game 1 was unstoppable. He was dueling against Max Fried in Game 1. It was exciting. But Freddie Freeman hit the walk-off single to win Game 1. And then Atlanta scored 4 runs in the 8th inning of Game 2. The Reds went 22 innings in this postseason series, this short postseason series, and had 0 runs, which is absolutely horrible. 0 runs in 22 innings. I mean, that's just depressing. That's horrible. I don't even know how they did that. It's beyond sad. But anyways, there's the Divisional Series 2, as I'm pulling that up on my phone because, well, I don't have it on, on my script, because I didn't write it. Anyways, by the way, Braves are beating the Fish 2-0. Astros Sign Stealers going on right now. Sign Stealers, if they win today, they'll be moving on to the ALCS. Atlanta up 1-0. Dodgers up 1-0 on the Padres, and the Yankees and Rays series tied up 1-1. I have it all in the pleasure of my hand. Anyways, time to look at the NBA Finals. The very exciting NBA Finals. Not really exciting because everyone knows who's going to win. The Lakers, because they're up 3-1. 3-1. Game 1 was a win. Lakers won 116-98. This was LeBron's LA's first NBA Finals win since 2010. LeBron was 1 assist short of a triple-double. AD had 34 points. Goran Dragic got hurt in the second quarter. Miami was up by 13 in the first quarter, too. And 5 Lakers had double-digit points. Game 2, we saw the Lakers won again, 124-114. LeBron and AD had over 30 points each. Rajon Rondo off the bench, 16 points and 10 assists. The Lakers dominated the entire game. Bam Adebayo did not play Game 2. He did not play Game 3 either. He did play Game 4, however. Kelly Olynyk for the Heat had 24 points off the bench. Very impressive. And this is the first time, I believe, ever since LeBron has been up 2-0 in the NBA Finals. What? I know. This will be LeBron's 4th NBA Finals, by the way. Game 3, Miami won 115-104. Jimmy Butler had a triple-double. He also scored 40 points that day. Kelly Olynyk had 17 points off the bench. Miami's first win in the NBA Finals since 2014, back when LeBron was on that team. The Heat led for most of the game, and 5 Heat players had double digits. But anyways, that's not the story. Looking at Game 4 with the Lakers won 102-96. And LeBron doing LeBron things, 28 points, 12 rebounds, AD, 22 points, 9 rebounds. Just a great job by everyone. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, 15 points for them as well. Of course, Jimmy Butler, 1 assist short of a triple-double. He has been doing really well the entire season. Bam in his first game back, 15 points out there in Orlando. It was pretty close through and through. Neither team went by double digits at one point, and the Heat were hanging in. They just couldn't get the job done. And now what's the result? They're down 3-1, and no miracle is coming to save them. Los Angeles has it. Of course, a lot of people haven't been tuning in this season because, I'm pretty sure not too many people are aware that the NBA is still on. Not that high ratings, but you know what? If you watch shows like this, the Tommy Maroon Sports Show on WCTV, you can finally get that basketball action you've been missing. I mean, of course, I haven't been watching it myself. Sure hurts the ratings when they start so late. But anyways, we're not here to talk about ratings. We're here to talk about basketball and how the Heat are going to go down in the most predictable NBA postseason we have seen in a very long time. Now time to jump ship from basketball to football. Tommy's Picks recap. Tommy's Picks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here's how they look. St. Edward 131-10. Avon Lake beat the tar out of Olmsted Falls 38-3. Medina beat Sewell 24-20. Hudson destroyed North Royalton 53-0. Brecksville beat Wadsworth. Wadsworth has gone skinning 45-35. Stowe beat Nordonia. What was a crazy high-scoring shootout 53-47. Aurora Blank Twinsburg 38-0. Copley is undefeated. How about Copley out here? 41-20 over the Cuyahoga Falls Life of Black Tigers, of course. Life of Black Tiger, one of the worst games of this generation, just as bad as Madden or 2K, but I'm not here to talk about Madden or 2K. I'm here to talk football. Highland beat Barberton. Was a good game, 31-16. Some great players out there watching. You have the law firm of Aaron Phillips, Luke Stiles, and Bryce Turek. As I send my segment, 2 minutes with Tommy. And Sonic Heroes, because of the game Sonic Heroes. Because for those that don't know, in Sonic Heroes, you have a speedster, person who can fly and power. Aaron's speed. Bryce should fly, but his skill, because of course Tails and more than Sonic at the Olympic Games, is to pick that skills player. And Luke is power, power, power. Of course, Aaron reminds me a lot of Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills. Anyways, Talmadge Roosevelt. Talmadge won 26-10. Maple Heights beat Revere 20-0. NFL scores. The Broncos beat the JETS Fire Adam Gase 37-28. The Ravens beat the football team 31-17. Tampa Bay had a good comeback against the Chargers 38-31. Seahawks beat Free Willy. Oh man, 31-23. Speaking of 31-23, the Vikings got their first win of the season against Bill O'Brien has finally been fired. Thank you, God. What took them so long? They finally fired Bill O'Brien. Dear God, an 0-4 start. Absolutely terrible and inexcusable. And the Browns won. The Browns won. 49-38. This Browns team has me believing and singing their praises. So many praises that I even made a rap song. A rap song about the Cleveland Browns. I'm actually serious. I actually wrote a rap song dedicated to the Cleveland Browns. It's not original. It's based off the DK rap. You've heard me refer to the DK rap multiple times out here on the Tommy Maroon Sports Show. But yes, I changed the lyrics of the DK rap and made them about the Cleveland Browns. And it's really funny. Saints beat the Lions 35-29 because, of course, Drew Brees doesn't know how to throw the ball deep anymore. Bungles beat the Jaguars 33-25, and Joe Burrow picks up his first win. Cardinals, what's going on with them? They lost 31-21. Rams beat the Giant losers 17-9. Big fight after the game, but who cares? The Giants are giant losers. They're tanking for Trevor. How about that? Tanking for Trevor. Either that, the Washington football team, because the football team has benched Dwayne Haskins. I've always said it. Ohio State never had a good quarterback. Never has had a good NFL quarterback. Bills beat the Raiders 30-23 in Vegas. Colts beat Top Bears 19-11. How about that? A 19-11 score. 25-20. Eagles won against the 49ers. How about that against the 49ers? That is absolutely crazy. But anyways, the Chiefs won 26-10. But anyways, try and check something. But anyways, as I was saying, Packers won. The Packers were able to win 32-16. By the way, the 19-11 score. Checking out the Scoregami on Twitter. Of course, Scoregami looks at games that have never been the score before. The 19-11 score has happened 4 times before, and it was the first time since 2011 that game finished by that score. Week 4 fantasy picks. Russell Wilson had 29.9 points. Mark Ingram 10.7. Zeke Elliott 20.5. Cooper Kupp had 17.9 points. Mark Andrews 20.7 the week I traded him to. Oh my God. Chris Carson 25 points. Mason Crosby 7 points. 49ers 6 points. And I lost by 1 point on my fantasy team. I'm so tired of my fantasy team. Literally the worst luck. I had the worst luck. I am 3rd in my fantasy league in points. And I take fantasy football really seriously. But anyways, I don't know if we could see this or not if we were to zoom in on my phone right here. But still, absolutely crazy. I'm going to get to you as close as I can. But look at that. I lost by... Look, there's my team. We're doomed. And I lost. I lost right there. And there I lost again. 135.7 points to 157. And then 143.12 to 144.24. Of course, Kyler Murray is a great quarterback. But Odell did well. But oh my God. That is so frustrating. Anyways, you know what's not frustrating? How well I did in high school football. 9-2, 10 points. I got all games right except for Maple Heights Talmadge. Locked the week 1. Upset did not. And now the regular season is over. No more locks of the weeks. No more upsets of the weeks. And I finished the season 40-18 and 47 points. NFL did not go well. Terrible. 8-7 with 9 points. Lock of the week, Baltimore won. Upset, Houston lost. I'm 40-21-1 with 45 points. Fantasy team had 154.1 points. Russell Wilson, Chris Carson did really well. Wasn't my best fantasy week or week altogether, but still not bad. Tommy's picks. Let's go. Let's go into high school football postseason. St. Ignatius against Solon. You're going to pick the Wildcats. Medina against Strongsville. Picking those battling bees. Mentor against Shaker Heights. Mentor's going to win it. Stowe against Cleveland Heights. Stowe wins. Nordonia against Lakeside. Nordonia put up a great fight against Stowe. Couldn't get the job done. Picking the Knights. Barberton against Lakewood at Sharkey. Of course, Barberton has struggled the entire season, so I'm going with Lakewood. Wadsworth against Westlake. Of course, Wadsworth is typically good, but they have lost their last 4 games. Gotta go with Westlake. Gotta go with those Demons. Steel against North Royalton. No Row has 0 wins this season. I'm picking Steel. Boardman against Cuyahoga Falls. I don't think Cuyahoga Falls has a win this season. I'm picking Boardman. Brush against Twinsburg. Got to pick Brush. Dover against Talmadge. Going to pick Dover. Roosevelt against University. I'm picking University mainly because Roosevelt has not been having much or hasn't played that much this season. No siree. Time to go NFL Thursday night game. Bears against Tampa Bay. Picking those Bucks because Tom Brady's having a nice home in Tampa Bay now. Steelers against the Eagles. Eagles may have won. Steelers may have had the week off, but I'm still going with the Steelers. Ravens against the Bungles. 2nd week in a row. Baltimore's my lock of the week. And the Washington football team against the Los Angeles Rams. Going to go with Los Angeles. Titans against the Bills. My pick, my upset is the Bills, but my real pick is that the game gets canceled because more and more Titans players are testing positive for COVID. I'm saying that game probably going to get canceled soon. Fire Adam Gase going up against the Cardinals. Gotta go with the Cardinals. Chiefs against the Raiders. Pick will be the Chiefs, but yet again, some Chiefs players tested positive for COVID. I think some Raiders players tested positive too. Dear God, have mercy. Bye-bye, Bill O'Brien versus the Jaguars. Now I think the Texans should win because they finally got rid of Bill O'Brien, who was fighting with everyone on the team, including J.J. Watt. But anyways, Fire Dan Quinn against the Panthers. Panthers should win. 49ers against Free Willy. I have those Niners. Browns against the Colts. Browns are going to steamroll the Colts without Nick Chubb, who's out 6 weeks, but who cares? Cowboys against the Giant Losers. Dear God, someone has to win that game, and that someone will be the Cowboys. But I would laugh if it's the Giants, because that means they're both 1-4. And if the Eagles lose as well, and the football team loses as well, the Eagles are the best team in the division in that case, with a 3-1 record. Oh man, they probably hope that some COVID outbreak occurs so they don't have to lose. Patriots against the Broncos. Speaking of COVID, Stephon Gilmore tested positive now for the Patriots because we can't have good things in life apparently. Gotta have New England. Seattle against Minnesota, picking the Seahawks. Saints against the Chargers, against an over-the-hill, way over-the-hill, Drew Brees. Gotta pick the Saints nonetheless. Week 5 fantasy team will go like this. Lamar Jackson, my quarterback. Malcolm Brown for the Rams against the football team. And my second running back will be Clyde Edwards-Helaire against the Vegas Golden, or not Golden Knights, wrong sport. Dear God. It will never make sense. It will never make sense that Vegas has sports teams and that Vegas has a football team too. The Las Vegas Raiders. And then DeAndre Hopkins against Fire Adam Gase or the New York Jets. OBJ, my second receiver, he lit it up for my fantasy team last week. He's going to do the same. Greg Olsen is my tight end. Kareem Hunt is my flex player for the Browns. He'll take over for Nick Chubb and will do a great job. Ryan Suckup, my kicker for this week for Tampa, and my defense will be Seattle. Wow, how did I do that all within 25 minutes about? I don't even know. Anyways, did you know that you can vote for your favorite WCTV shows in the Clapper Awards? I know, it's so exciting, and I'm up for 3 categories. 3. That's right. If you go on the WCTV Facebook page, that looks a little like this. Just go WCTV on Facebook, but anyways, yeah. And then you go to the survey, and would you look at that? Some of your favorite WCTV programs up for some nominations. If I can, get that closer. Try to center it out, but yeah, look at that. I'm nominated for 3 categories. How about that? 3 categories. Try and get closer in, but still 3 categories, including 3 things that I did, including number 11, the best special event, including the top 10 greatest PlayStation 2 sports games of all time. Remember, that was my first episode back on WCTV. And my best sports and recreation, episode 24, in which I talked about, the Browns and their big loss to the Cardinals. So sorry about this. Whoopsie doodles. And then my best informational, my video, The Curse of Jim Brown, which is soon to be reversed considering how well the Browns have done. But not to mention, you have other great shows like Paintball, The Ultimate Game, over 1,000 episodes. Who could possibly forget Polka Time Again? And Let's Talk Again. And It's a Great Day in Wadsworth, Bruce on the Loose. So much great shows out here on WCTV. And if you don't watch this, if you don't watch me, and if you don't watch these other shows as well, I don't know what you're watching, because this is the one channel you need to be. Of course, this is the best channel in Medina County. Of course, Medina County looks like a staircase, like what I'm trying to do. But anyways, WCTV, right here. Clapper Wars. Please vote for your favorite people. Please vote for your favorite people. And who knows, maybe you'll vote for me. 3 categories. Best special event, best sports and recreation, best informational. So until then, be safe, be smart, be fun, be happy, and be kind, and goodbye. See you next week, and please have some fun, and please be careful around Wadsworth or wherever you are.